Okay, class. So now we come to the next section of our chapter 3, and I guess today is this is the last subtopic that we are going to discuss for today's asynchronous lecture lah, which is the chain rule. Okay, chain rule ni sebenarnya digunakan untuk differentiate function. Basically for function what we used to call it as a composite function. Okay, ataupun saya rasa dulu you pernah, bukan dululah, composite function ni maksudnya sebelum ni you pernah belajar atau you have come across with this composite function, or in Malay we used to call it a fungsi gubahan. Okay, fungsi gubahan. Alah, dulu you pernah belajar, katakanlah we have a function. Okay, we're saying that fx equals to, saya ambil je example A kat sini terus. Okay, fx equals to cos x, and then gx is equals to 4x. Dan dia kata kalau f dalam x tu kita gantikan dengan gx. So it means that for every x dalam fx ni kita gantikan dengan gx. So maksudnya kat sini cos the x here, okay, sebenarnya kita ada x kan, so we ganti dengan 4x, something like this. Okay, so to differentiate this, okay, you have to consider both, okay, fx and gx kat sini. Do not confuse, this is not equals to fx times gx, lain. Okay, ni multiplication of two function, but this is a composite function, f of gx dia panggil. Okay, so today we are going to discuss on how to differentiate this kind of functions. Okay, so kalau you baca kat sini, you boleh baca, tapi maybe for me, myself pun, kalau first time belajar benda ni, I won't understand this. Tapi sekarang ni, because I've gone through the examples, I know how to solve this, I can relate with what this statement is saying. Okay, so I think the best way to discuss about this, we straight away go to the example here. There are two ways on how we can express to differentiate using the chain rule here. Sama ada you gantikan, okay, du u tu gx ni with a variable u. Okay, with a variable u. So you, what you will have kat sini, kalau macam tadi fx cos x, maknanya sekarang jadi fu. Okay, fu. Okay, straight away saya tunjuk examples lah. Okay, y, okay, I'm solving for a now. Y equals to cos 4x. Okay, so as I said to you tadi, okay, our composite function y equals to cos 4x, yang dalam dia we will have a look. Okay, general function of this normally is cos x. So the inner part of this, okay, is the one that we let as u. Okay, kita guna kaedah yang pertama ni. Okay, kaedah yang pertama. So cos of u inside here, okay, we let u equals to 4x. Okay, we let u equals to 4x. Okay, so instead of we have y equals cos 4x, now we have y equals to cos, bukan for u tau, cos u. Okay, cos u. So from here, u equals to 4x. So easily we can get du over dx is equals to 4. And then here we have y equals to cos u. Okay, so we differentiate y now, no more with respect to x, but with respect to u. So dy over du is equals to apa? Differentiate cos. You will get negative sin u. Okay, so according to this, okay, dy over dx is equals to dy over du times with du over dx. So maksudnya kat sini kita akan dapat, okay, dy over dx is equals to dy over du times with du over dx, which is equals to negative sin, okay, u darab dengan du over dx is 4. Betul tak? du over dx is 4. But do not forget, because this function dalam bentuk variable x. So gantikan balik u ni is equals to apa tadi? U is equals to 4x. Okay. So here you have negative sin 4x times 4. Ataupun yang cantiknya kalau kita tulis negative 4 sin 4x. Okay. So boleh faham tak? Okay. So kalau tak faham, then you just play again this video. Alright. So now, this is menggunakan version 1. Kalau you boleh faham version 1 ni yang very step by step lah. Kita ambil yang dalam ni, the inner part of the function, we let as u, and then we differentiate with respect to x. Lepas tu maknanya gantikan y tu dalam bentuk u. So we have y equals to cos u. Then we differentiate dy over du is equals to negative sin u. Dan dari sini kita dapatlah. Because dy over dx is equals to dy over du times with du over dx. Okay, I'm going to show you the second method. Okay, second method ni version 2. Yang ni lagi laju. Okay, method dia. Because within one line you can solve. Okay, kalau if you look at the second method here, version 2, what it's saying here is d dx of f gx is equals to f prime gx darab dengan g prime x. Okay, maksud dia kat sini, okay, y prime or dy over dx is equals to macam ni. You differentiate the function right from the left. Okay, tengok dulu function. What is the first function you nampak kat sini? You nampak cos, betul? You nampak cos. So differentiate dulu cos siap-siap. Don't care whatever inside here. Okay, don't care about whatever inside cos kat sini. So differentiate cos, what you will get? You will get negative sin. Copy whatever you have inside sin here. So negative sin 4x. Tapi jangan lupa apa yang ada inside here. You have to differentiate the inner function of sin here, which is sin 4x. So multiply with the derivative of 4x. Okay, differentiate 4x, you get 4. So you will get here negative 4 sin 4x. Okay. Which one is it? Version 1 or version 2? Okay, kalau tanya saya, I would prefer version 2. Okay, because it's really straightforward. Tapi you have to be careful. Maknanya you have to differentiate from the left. Okay, tengok apa function, straightly differentiate. Lepas tu, copy whatever inside that you have. Then differentiate apa yang you copy tadi tu. Okay, with respect to x as well. Okay, done with A. Now have a look at B. Okay, have a look at B. We have y equals to tangent of sin x. Okay. Saya nak guna B straight lah. Okay. Version 2 straight. Because for me, version 2 is really straightforward. Okay, y is equals to tangent sin x. So, sekarang ni, dy over dx is equals to, first function you nampak apa? Tangent. Okay, tangent. Okay, so differentiate tangent, you will get what? Okay, mula-mula tak ingat, boleh refer to the table. Okay, tangent is equals to, differentiate tangent is secant square. Whatever inside here, you just copy sin x. Then you have to multiply with, kalau tak for sure, you letak ni dulu, d dx of sin x. Ni yang dia maksud g prime x ni. Kat dalam ni, differentiate whatever you have inside this. So, secant square sin x times with d dx of sin x is cos x. That's it. Okay? Senang kan? Alright. And then for C, ni y equals to square root of x square plus 1. Okay, x square plus 1. So, kat sini nak nampak dia lagi jelas. Square root tu maksudnya apa? X square plus 1 kuasa 1/2. Right? Kuasa 1/2. Okay. Kalau yang power macam ni, a bit, apa ni nak cakap, maybe for you untuk differentiate using the second version for the first time is quite, takut confused lah. So easier kalau you let U untuk method ni. So U is equals to apa? Yang dalam ni is equals to x square plus 1. So maksudnya kat sini you akan dapat y is equals to, everything you have to change to U. So U kuasa setengah. U power of half. So from here we have du over dx is equals to, differentiate, you will get 2x. And here you dapat u equals to half, dy over du is equals to apa? Kuasa differentiate respect u, 1/2 kuasa u negatif setengah. So that's why from here dy over dx is equals to dy over du times with du over dx, which is equals to half u kuasa negatif setengah darab dengan 2x. Tapi remember, tak bolehlah tinggal u macam ni. You have to replace back your u with x square plus 1. So I write the final answer here is equals to, yang ni dengan yang ni boleh cancel kan? Half and half here you can cancel. You have half over, because kuasa negatif setengah, so square root kat bawah, x square plus 1. There you go. That is the answer for the C. Okay, for C. Maknanya I'm using version 1. Nak guna version 2 pun boleh juga. I'll show you, okay? Okay, if you want to use version 2, for example C here, y equals to x square plus 1 power of half. So kalau nak guna version 2, maksudnya just regard this, x square plus 1 ni macam big X. Okay, a big X. A big X here. So maknanya what we do, kita buat turun dulu kuasa dia. Half. Whatever inside you just copy. And the power here we reduce by 1. Half negative tolak 1. And d dx of whatever you have inside, x square plus 1. So what you have is half x square plus 1 kuasa negative half, d dx of x square plus 1 is 2x. So cancel here and cancel here. You get same answer. Square root of x square plus 1. Got it? Alright. Okay, so now we come to the chain rule for power. Basically tadi pun saya dah cakap, the last example that we discussed in example 10 is already involved chain rule for power dah pun. Okay, power of n tadi yang saya maksudkan square root of x square plus 1 tadi kan. So maknanya n tu adalah half, so we bring down the power n and then we copy whatever inside the power of n to reduce by 1 and g prime x. So in this case, saya nak you all try example A as your classwork submission again. Okay, saya tak nak discuss A, so you try to solve on your own. And then for B, okay, for B saya solve. Okay, B ni kenapa saya nak solve, sebab saya tak nak you all confused later. Sin power of 5x. Okay, sin of power of 5x, is it the same as sin x power of 5? Ni kena clear Sin power of 5x and sin x power of 5 is not the same. Yang ni maksud dia sin x everything power of 5. Whereas yang ni maksudnya sin dia punya angle tu x power of 5. So it's totally different. Be careful. Okay, so yang dimaksudkan dengan B here is this one. Okay, so you So kalau you nampak yang ni, B ni, Y equal to sin X everything power of 5. Tukar dalam bentuk macam ni. Kalau 5 ni kat tengah macam ni, maksudnya macam ni. But if 5 tu is attached to the power of X, then dia maksud macam ni. Okay. So now the question is this one. So Y is equal to sin X everything to the power of 5. So dy over dx, according to this power rule, chain rule for power. So maksudnya 5 ni turun ke bawah, copy whatever inside you have. So sin x, power of reduced by 1, 4. Then d ds of sin x. So differentiate sin x, you will get cos x. Right, okay. Saya letak kat depan. Okay, I bring forward kat sini. 5 ni pun saya nak letak kat depan. Okay, this 5 comes to the front. This one comes here. So, sin x power of 4. Inilah jawapan dia. Okay, 5 cos x. Okay, times with sin x power of 4. Okay, whereas for C is different. Okay, for C here we have y equals to cos x power of 5. Ni maksudnya y equals to cos everything, okay, dalam angle tu adalah x power of 5. So maksudnya kalau kat sini, okay, dy over dx, okay, first thing kita nampak apa? Cos, kan? So differentiate cos, what you will get? You will get apa dia? You will get negative sin. Copy whatever inside you have here. So negative sin x power of 5 and differentiate d dx of x power of 5. Okay, so here you have negative sin x power of 5, differentiate x power of 5, you get 5x power of 4. Or here maksudnya negative 5x power of 4 sin x to power of 5. Okay. Alright, so B and C, make sure you are able to see the difference. Okay. Okay, and then for D ni, okay, so this is the answer for D tadi. Saya sebenarnya tak pasti ada saya tekan button pause ataupun tadi masa saya explain benda ni saya tak tekan button play sebab tadi tengok button dah tekan button pause. Okay, so this is the answer. Hopefully you can understand. If you couldn't understand, you just PM me. Okay, and so far we have solved B, C and D. So for A and E, I leave it to you to solve and again submit as our classwork submission. Okay, nanti nak tengok. We will discuss or review the answer later on. Okay. Alright, so that's all for this part of video. Then we come to the last part of the video to discuss the next example for the chain rule.